We'll get started here.
So anyway, the one lady carries dynamite, sub sandwiches, everything in her purse. And
Sounds like that little funny lady on TV. She carries a big bag and it's got all kinds of.
And they take place down in Louisiana. And I mean, there's 25 books, and you can sit and laugh and laugh and laugh. So,
She'll actually have kids in her classes Monday. They kind of help, parents and teachers kind of help her.
Look for her, she'll be good at that. Does she live in town?
Pretty challenging week.
Sure it is.
She loves it though, I'm like.
Yeah, I'm out.
We got a headband, didn't we, both?
Good for her.
Getting your yard done?
Finally looks like a yard again. Man,
Tell you
it's
what,
big.
that one across the street, it's just.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I thought they'd lost that grass for
I do
sure.
too.
It's deader and doing it, but it is sure pretty over
Kinda sad
there.
if somebody builds on there, they're gonna take about 3/4 of that back out again, so.
Well, maybe they'll give it to us and fill in our spots.
Hey, yours looking good.
We've still got a little work to do,
Yeah, it looks good though.
but it's a whole lot better than it's been for a while.
Going to mow next door now, that new yard. Who built the house? Where one burned.
It is 6 o'clock. We will open with roll call.
Mr. Oglesby?
Here.
Ms. Reynolds?
Here.
Ms. Jordan? Mr. Curie? Mr. Harding?
Here.
Mr. LaTurner?
Here.
Ms. Jackson?
Here. If you will all stand and join me for the pledge.
Not me this time, I hope.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first on the agenda, we have meeting minutes to approve from August 4th.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes and place them on file.
We have a motion by Bob LaTurner to approve the minutes and place on file.
Second.
Second by Jamie Jackson. Jamie, I'm glad you could join us from Vegas. All in favor? Any opposed? Sorry, no. Next, we have bills to pay, $55,811.02.
I make a motion that we appropriate funds to pay the bills.
We have a motion by Bob LaTurner to pay the bills.
Second.
Second by Chastity Reynolds. All in favor? Any opposed? I know there's always a lag there on the phone. All right, we are on our fire truck CDBG hearing. So this is what we've talked about. We've talked about for a couple months now. We will officially open the hearing. Would you like to come up? Yeah.
I'm not sure what you want me to say.
So give us just a brief synopsis of what this CDBG loan would be.
Okay,
Grant
this
would be.
grant would be, it's not a loan.
Okay, great.
It's a grant that you would be responsible for 20%. So we will, find that funding from other places, not from your bank account. Part of that will be the sale of a fire truck that you have right now that you're gonna be replacing. We will, as soon as this hearing is over and the resolution is approved, then we will start on that tomorrow. Getting all that money and putting in the pre-application. We have to have the public hearing and the resolution that shows the state who is going to be the person to sign off on that grant application, and the money that you're going after. You'll need $140,000 as your match. And this is a roundabout figure because we just pulled a figure out on what we thought, based on experience and based on what you need, how much the fire truck would cost. to replace the one that you currently have.
We didn't go to bid on anything, so
No.
when I talked to Melissa, that we kind of went on the high side, so it could obviously be less than that, which would mean that our match would be less
Right,
if we did that.
right. You always kind of want to go on the high side, and you're limited as a small city with your population of 650,000. So I think we went at
Yeah,
600,000.
between 6 and 7 is what we originally.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we're responsible, you said, for 20%,
20%,
but of that 20, that can include the sale of a current fire truck,
right.
plus you
Plus,
would
we
help.
have other avenues for funding to come up. There are family foundations, that help with that. Patterson is a large one that helps in Kansas. Also, you are a, mutual agreement with a very large casino,
So they
which
can help.
they should be able to help.
Okay,
And we will work that situation.
okay.
Now, who follows up on working that situation? Is that you or is that?
Yeah, we will.
So let's say we are all in agreement of this, because you said this comes up very rare. It's very,
Very
rare,
rare.
for fire
That's-
trucks to come
I've
up.
been doing this for 10 years and it has not come up
Okay,
since I've been. We've always heard rumors
okay,
that it will, and this is the first time it's come to fruition, and this is the only year.
okay. So sounds like a great deal. I would hate to pass up something like this. So let's say we do move forward with the application, and then eventually, in however long months, we get awarded it. Then let's say we can't find the 20%. We don't find the matches.
We will find the 20%. We will do pre-application now. We will find the 20% between pre-application and the application. So we have that, whether it's in pledge letters, we have that on hand that money is coming in. We will
Prior
put
to.
that in. Now, the people that I work with, the Department of Commerce, they also have a group of funders as well.
Okay,
There are a lot of people out there that want to help small communities, and one of them is especially Governor Kelly.
okay. So we should know that prior to actually submitting the full and final application.
Full application,
Okay.
we will have that money ready to go. Because in part of your application, you have to be able to prove that you have this money coming up. And that can be, when I talk about the casino, we will ask them for a pledge. If we're able to get this, will you promise us this amount of money? And we will get a quote on what the worth is, what you think you'll get out of that fire truck. Because I know that there are people all over the place there are small communities all over looking for used fire equipment.
We've
So-
got an avenue we can. we've
So
got a
that
couple
will
of these.
probably be a quick turnaround, I imagine.
Okay, so I guess really to get to the crux of it is, what's the likelihood that we're gonna have to come up with money out of our general fund?
I would say little to none.
I know that, I mean,
I
we have
think
township money, I think if worse came to worse, cause still, 140,000 for a new truck, that's still, I feel like a pretty good deal, but
Right,
I don't
right.
wanna seem
And
like
I
it's
think-
misleading at all, thinking we're getting this great grant and then we end up paying,
Right, you'll have no money out of your pocket. Everything, and all of our pledge letters will be dependent on the approval of this grant.
Okay.
So, they're not giving you any money until we tell them that the grant has been approved, and here we are.
Okay.
And then that money will come to the community.
Okay.
It's not something that goes to the state. It'll
Okay.
come to you.
Well, what is about the timeline?
We would like to get it in as quickly as possible, the pre-application, so then we can move forward. We'll be moving relatively quick on getting the funding and getting, everything that we need in line for the full application. I think we're probably looking at maybe 6 weeks, for the full application. The pre-application will be
Immediate?
immediate.
What other questions?
I don't think there'll be any issue with pre-application because you guys have not had a CDBG in some time.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and that's 140,000 would be the 20%.
That's at the high end.
At the
So
high.
that's what they were saying,
Yeah.
if they find one that's, 550, it'd be then lower than that, I guess.
That's the most it would be.
It's a fire truck run.
I have no idea.
Uh,
Depends on what you get.
700,000 would be a good starting, but, I mean, they're out there for less than that, but, I mean, Joplin just bought one that's well over $1 million, so.
It's probably a ladder truck, right?
Nope.
No? Oh, my. But that's where, and we cannot move forward until the public hearing is complete and the resolution is approved and signed. And that's what we're here for, and that's just what we're waiting for.
Yes, okay. Other discussion? Okay, so we will officially close the hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what would you all like to do? So if we move forward, if we vote to move forward, we are moving forward with the pre-application,
Right.
correct?
Right.
Which again is not locking us into anything. It would be then to secure the other 20%. Is that correct?
Right. And Department of Commerce, we have already been in talks with Department of Commerce, that this is coming, this is where we're at. I had let them know when the public hearing was scheduled, and, then the resolution. So they're very well aware that it's coming.
Okay. And if not, then it just dies and we won't
Right.
move forward with pursuing this at all.
I think we should move forward with the, pre-application process.
Is that a motion, Bob?
Yes, that is a motion.
So it would be resolution 2515. So we have a motion by Bob LaTurner to move forward with resolution 25-15.
Second.
Second by Jamie Jackson. All in favor? Any opposed? Oh, sorry, no. All right, thank you. We'll
Thank
get
you.
a second.
Thank
I've
you.
kind of taken some notes on this one, so we'll print another one and get a signed copy.
Okay, and we will need, a copy of where it ran in the paper, and wherever you posted, we need proof of that, and we need a copy of the resolution,
Okay.
and the minutes of the public hearing.
Okay. Yep, you can do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, 819 Barnes Street. Yes, sir, come on up.
It is presently condemned,
Yes.
and I want it uncondemned so I can proceed with renovations.
Okay, do we have that?
Are you the owner?
Yes,
Yeah. When are you gonna renovate?
I've already put out the money, the materials are being lined up, the yard is being mowed. It's already started in the mowing. I just need that sign off the house that says we cannot proceed.
Here's my problem. I've lived in that neighborhood my entire life, okay? And after your mom died, you haven't done anything to that house. Barely mowed it once a year. Okay, so how do I know you're going to go ahead and finish this?
Right now, I've got the time and the money.
Okay? You planning on living in it or renting it or what?
Right now, I'm gonna have to go with rental to keep an eye on it. I've been lucky so far, nothing's been stolen, but that is a lot of luck.
Yep. It's a good neighborhood.
I like it, but I'm just not in a position to move back to my hometown yet.
I don't think we just take it off the condemnation list, though.
It stays on the condemnation list until it's left to come,
Right.
Yeah.
regardless.
Right.
I need some permission to proceed.
So that would be up to council.
Don't we typically give them, I don't know, don't we, I think, if I remember correctly, we proceed in like 30-day
We've
increments.
already did all
We,
that.
yeah, so this
Passed
is
on
like, yeah, we've done the hearing, we've done all of that. And why didn't you guys come to like the hearing when we had those?
I've been getting so many of these certified letters over the years, I thought it was another one on the grass.
Okay, so like we've gone through those, but again, if you wanna see what work's been done till the
So-
next council meeting, or,
What in past practice, we gave them 30 days to show improvement and then what?
What
Don't
did we
think
just
you've been
work
this
until
far
it?
in one.
Yeah, I don't think we've been this far on one. So usually, it's brought up, the code, or the building inspector will go do the checklist. If they deem that it should be, under condemnation, then we have to set it by council approval for a hearing. So then a date has to be set, and usually is it 2 council meetings down? So it has to be set, then give, owners the right to come and appeal, say, here's what we're doing. Either, sometimes they've said, nope, we have no plan, go ahead. Other times it's like this gentleman have said, like, give us time, we have these plans, here's how long we think we need. And then typically we work with them for the most part if they feel like they need to work on it. Sometimes they say, give us a month to show improvement. Sometimes it's been 6 months, depending on weather, depending on finances and things like that. Like Josh said, I don't think we've ever been this far, because usually somebody shows up to the hearing if they want to do that process.
Because your last action was to give them 30 days to demo it themselves.
Right.
So today's action was gonna be for us to go ahead and move forward.
To move forward with the demo.
I would suggest consulting with an attorney before we do anything further.
Use the contractor, you done it.
Family project,
If you check the house, you think it can be
Where's this place
safe?
at?
yes.
It's between Mel's and your house. It's a white place, it's back towards house. Lois Elder,
What was that?
yeah, that's Lois Elder's house. Not Lois Elder, I'm getting that wrong. Lois Elder lived on the corner, cat corner street.
Yeah.
What was your mom's name?
Reba Bond.
There you go,
Oh,
Regan's
yeah,
house. If you go right behind, Mel's house, there's an old white house, sits back there ways, it's chain link fence. And then you go to the next place, Ward has that garage that sits up there. And then, what's her name's house?
Oh, okay, all right,
Across the street from where Margaret Ball lived, if that's a good.
Yeah, across the street from Margaret.
yeah.
So you checked the house, you think it's salvageable?
Yes. It was built in better years when they did better construction.
Have you requested the checklist from the building inspector to see all what they deem is not?
I had trouble getting information, and one thing I asked for was the building inspector's name, and I was like hitting a brick wall.
Okay, did you call the clerk's office? Tracy?
You didn't talk to me.
I
You
talked
wanna
to
talk to one of
somebody
the
and
girls?
they would not give me the name.
Okay, so we have a checklist that they have from your property, that they go off of. I would recommend, I don't think we should do anything, without having an attorney give us some guidance on this. I don't think we can take it off without some guidance, and I don't think we should take the paper off for them to allow them to do anything without some guidance there. So the question would be, in my opinion, do you wanna move forward with demolition, or table it till, we can bring it up next meeting? If we've got some, we can call somebody in maybe to have some,
I'd be comfortable to table it and then have some
legal
legal
guidance.
opinion on it rendered.
Okay.
You're
Is that
mowing the grass right now though, right?
Yes.
When's the last time somebody lived there?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what your mother deserted it.
Yeah.
In her opinion, it got too unsafe, and she'd run from it. In fact, there's so much in there that you would normally move, I think she was thoroughly scared.
I mean,
Is that that's on the west side of the road, right?
yeah, it's been empty at least a good 10 years.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really think, in my personal opinion, you're gonna be able to recover that house.
You might be surprised.
So I wanna make a motion to table it until we get a legal opinion on it.
Okay, so we have a motion by Bob Turner to table, the property at 819 Barnes for demolition until we get legal opinion, which tabling it means it'll have to be brought up next meeting. Now, whether we have, hopefully, if we need to, I'll call maybe someone to be able to call in or sit in with us for next meeting.
And maybe you, in the meantime, could get with Tracy
Yeah.
and get
the list.
person's name and the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be able to make the next council meeting in 2 weeks?
I'm gonna have to, it looks like.
Yeah.
So we have a motion on the floor by Bob,
Second.
second by Jamie Jackson, all in favor. Any opposed? All right, thank you. All right, 425 West Vine.
You forgot to tell them that you got all the back taxes paid on it.
Good.
No one here?
That's a good start.
All right, so 425 West Vine, same thing, we've been through, we had the hearing, we've done all that, so we just need, permission for the Public Works to demo the
I
property.
make that motion.
We have a motion by Bob Latour to move forward with demolition on 425 West Vine Street.
Just the mobile homes, right?
3 mobile. Yes, 3 mobile.
Pretty much, yeah, not the.
I ain't gonna argue with the number.
Yeah, don't, prove me wrong.
And the shed, or is the shed staying out there in the middle of the place?
It wasn't on there, it was just the 3 trailers.
Okay.
Second by Trustee Reynolds, all in favor? Any opposed? All right, was Monty gonna be here?
I didn't
Okay.
talk to him, so I don't know.
All right, Monty HILBURN. So, I don't know if anybody's familiar with him, but he is a developer in town. He's bought several properties and he's refurbishing them into homes. So one specific that he's currently working on, I think he said he's almost done, when Josh and I talked to him, is at the corner of, is that 9th and Wall?
Long did a short.
It's not.
9th, yeah, 9th and, no, that's Wall.
No, it's Wall.
It's Wall. 9th and Wall, now has blue.
Short is the subject property.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the house. So just so you can have a, so anyway, he's buying these houses, gotten several on tax sale. I think he told us when we met with him, he has 7 that he's on.
Is that the rock house with the blue roof and everything? Where am
No,
I at?
it's a blue house, 901 Wall, it's, you know, Qualls lives.
Yeah, just up from my Nan's house.
Okay.
Next
Block
block
up
up
across
from
the
my
road.
Nan's house, across the street. Anyway, it looks real nice. So he's also got the lot directly behind us. So that would be 9th and Short.
Yes.
Empty lot. So Josh and I met with him. He would like to, well, really the question was, what do I do? Because he would like to develop that into something for the city. So his thought was maybe a park of some sort. We did talk, and as far as like utilities and stuff like that goes, not a big deal. But he was thinking something for kids or adults or elderly or something to use. We did talk.
Was he talking pickleball court? Is
No.
that the pickleball guy?
No, pickleball's at the school.
I know, but there was
Yeah.
somebody
Well,
talking.
he did mention pickleball, but then we told him there was a lot already. He was just throwing out things. He said, I don't know if a basketball goal. He was not set on any one thing. So Josh and I threw out some stuff. Josh threw out maybe like a dog park. We also threw out something, start out small and add, because we told him how expensive like playground equipment is. And so he was all good with that. He thought maybe start out with a pavilion gazebo type thing, thinking put a couple benches, just something simple where, I mean, I'm just throwing out some things, like if a mom's group or a Bible study wanted to go down and there would be something nice there. You know, his thought was too, that way it kind of cleaned up the area. And years down the road, potential, it would maybe stay like that versus somebody buying it later and, you know.
Is that Serena Gilmore's old lot?
Yes.
And is it too small for him to put a house on? Is that why he's wanting to donate it or do this?
He's really wanting to park there.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of houses there.
Yeah, and eventually, so he doesn't own the house right next door, but he would like to someday. He knows the guy that bought that one too, and so he was thinking about something like that. So he has lots of plans, but
I talked to him.
his mother is going to live in the house right behind it that he's currently working on. So I think he wants it to stay nice for that neighborhood also. So I say all that to say, we had no set plans, of course. We were just talking about things he would like. He was willing to put in a good majority of money. He was just like, what's that process look like if I want to do this, if I want to basically donate the property? So we told him we would bring it to you guys if that was something that you would even be interested in.
My
Again,
thoughts was if is that something else we'll have to take care of then?
yes,
I'd like
it,
to maintain it. The
maintain it.
conversation went to him building the park, whether it be, we suggested a dog park because we've had issues with people using the others as a dog park, and they said there's nowhere to go to take our dogs to walk. So we talked about that, told him that would probably be something for $10,000 or $15,000. He could probably get the infrastructure there to be a dog park. He liked that idea, said that he would do that.
he would already fence it. He said that was already kind of his plan, was to fence it anyway.
So
Do
that's
we
kind
just
of
need to
what
mow it? We just need to mow
And
it.
trash, make sure the trash was
and
in
we
the
get
trash.
there's gonna be some trash to pick up in a dog park, and
I didn't know if we want to take something like that on, because he had talked to me about that too, and I thought that just sounds like another thing for us to have to take care of. Not that it's a bad thing, but we got to park 5 blocks from there. But you're right, when you're down there and somebody's bringing their dog down there and you're scared of dogs, like my daughter, she's like, oh my God, no.
we've had more trouble in Pappy Ledge probably with people taking their dog over there and using it as a bathroom. So that's kind of within proximity, maybe we can direct people that way.
Is that something we wanna take care of as your superintendent of the?
Well, no, but it's a nice thing for the public. I mean, nobody wants to clean that up.
Well, that's what I'm
It's a nice thing for the public
thinking.
to be able to offer that.
Somebody would bring their little bags and pick their own.
Oh,
food up.
my
We could
places
supply
have
bags.
bags.
Yeah, we would,
They do
supply
that.
that.
They
do. Yeah.
I
And like I said, he wasn't set on anything, he just wants to do something, so like if a dog park's not the route to go.
If he's wanting to donate the property and the money to do stuff to it, I don't have a problem with that. But
We do
I
have a lot
don't
of
know what
walkers
our
in that area too,
role's
it might
gonna
be
be
nice
in
for him to have someplace to sit for him.
He's wanting it designated as a park for sure, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to just give the property and then,
Sure.
you know, wants it to be
Then
a
it's,
nice,
then it'd be
a nice
nothing or
place.
something, yeah, he wants to look nice, he mentioned something about doing something with the sidewalk, where there was a nice entrance, you know, into it, and I mean, he's done well on the homes that I've seen that he's worked on, so,
His homes are beautiful.
yeah. So he wasn't really asking for anything that other than just kind of, is this something that we would wanna work with him on moving forward? If so, we could kind of, I guess, get some more firm details about what that looks
Kind of
like.
a formal plan.
Yeah, maybe more of a formal plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone okay with that? Okay. Let me see if I should read this.
Didn't y'all have any thoughts on that?
As many people would walk dogs in the city of Galena, I think that would be a good point thing.
Yeah, and you're right, if we could specifically say, hey, here's the dog park, that might, it would take a while, but maybe then people would catch on.
Cut down on some of the stepping on it in the other parks.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanna make sure I covered everything he put in here, but,
Well, a dog likes to get out and run,
yeah,
and when you're walking them, you don't want them to run, so.
Right.
That would be a good place to turn loose and let them run and burn up some energy.
right. Okay, so we'll communicate with him that we're good on maybe sitting down, coming up with a more formal plan, if everyone's okay with that. Okay. All right, next, the after prom is requesting the use of the library, the senior building, and city hall parking lots on October 18th and December 6th for holiday events. So I'm guessing this is Fall Fest and then Christmas Parade Day? I'm guessing
Yes.
that's the two things?
Yeah, and they're working with me and the librarian on the events. They're gonna team up together and do some vendors and food trucks, and I'm not sure what all.
Have we ever had one over there?
I don't think so.
At the library parking? I don't think so.
Not a high
Oh,
school.
they do, but I think that's a great spot.
I
do too.
I do too.
I
It's
do
a lot of room.
Anywhere right on 7th Street there
Yeah.
is easy for people to get in. So would anyone like to allow the usage of those lots on those set dates?
Sure.
Is that a motion?
Yes, that's a motion.
We have a motion by Bob LaTurner to allow the after prom, the usage of the library, senior center, and the city hall parking lots on October 18th and December 6th.
Second.
Second.
I'll take Neil's. Second by Neil Oglesby. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, I think this was on last meeting, but we didn't have all the information. DARREL SHUMAKE is requesting to close 4th Street between Main and Joplin Streets on September 20th from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. for an estate auction. I think last time we just didn't have all that information.
Yeah, I didn't have that
I
started.
think that's a good idea. Is that Robert Edge's option?
Mhm.
It is.
I think we'll have a lot of people in here.
Oh, yeah, good lots.
How far from Main Street is open?
Just one block, just a Joplin.
Main to Joplin. First block from the
Between-
post office,
Main and Joplin, just right there beside the building in his house.
behind the post office, the block.
There'll be more people there than that accommodates.
Yeah, they're still on block for a mile.
Anybody want to allow that road closure?
Yeah, I'll make a motion on that.
We have a motion by Lauren Harding to allow the road closure on September 20th from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from or on 4th Street from Main to Joplin.
Second.
Second by Bob LaTurner. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Department heads, let's start with police department.
Righty. August 4th through the 17th, the police department handled 77 calls for service, took 24 reports, and made 8 drug arrests. Some of you guys might have saw some of the updates on Facebook on our page, but on August 13th, we were dispatched to the Casey's here at 7th and Main. Officers located a guy behind the wheel of a vehicle who was a little less than with the program. He had some methamphetamine between his legs and a couple of pipes on him and a bunch of needles and some marijuana. So he got to go to jail, to Cherokee County Jail for drug trafficking charges. So he was out of Joplin. So everything went really good. The public was very helpful in directing my officers to where the bad guy was and got him off our parking lot. So anyway, that went really well. I would like to request, I think we've already talked about this, but our enterprise vehicles are going to start arriving, our new units. I would like permission to go ahead, and I think we've already talked about this once, but just to reiterate the fact that I would like to be able to purge out the ones that are ready to go, that I've designated as the ones that need to be taken off our hands. So I'd like to move forward with that, and with continued permission as these new ones come in to be able to purge the ones that are set to go. So there'll be 3 in the first batch I'd like to be gone. They're not being used. They got like 160,000 miles on them. So we're going to take out the parts and equipment that we need, so that are salvageable, and then the rest of them, the enterprise will take them, and that'll go towards our payment for our lease and the equipment on the vehicle. So I don't know what that looks like or how I need to make that happen.
I think that was already.
Yeah, I think that was part of the plan.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Tracy and I talked about it, and I wanted to double check.
Yeah,
on that.
I think that's great.
Okay, I'll move forward with that and get those sent, and then, like I said, we should start seeing some of those vehicles here in the next couple of weeks. So
awesome.
Which will be very awesome. Another thing, we talked about this a little bit in a finance meeting, but I want to look at I'm kind of restricted on our pay scale right now on the police side. Right now for a patrolman, it's got our pay range from $16 an hour to $21.95 an hour. I would like to request to make that a minimum of $18 to $25 an hour for a patrol officer. I think it's really hard for me to, with good faith, pay a new officer starting out with a family to offer them $16 an hour. I think they go to Casey's and make pizzas for that. So I would like to be able to have this, because we are having some retention issues right now. And part of it's pay and part of it's our insurance. So I think this will be a way for me to allow to maybe recruit some people, bring them in at a little higher than some of the other surrounding agencies, so we can keep our staffing where it needs to be. And to trickle that on down on the pay scale, if we, a police corporal is right now currently 17 to 25. I'd like to bump that from 19 to 26. And then on our detective sergeants, it's 18 to 26. I'd like to bump that from 19 to 27. And then for a patrol lieutenant, I would like to request that go from, it's currently $19 an hour to 29. I'd like to make it $20 to $30 an hour. It's not, it's just something we got to do if we want to continue. We're bleeding out people, and every time, I can't argue the fact that they're going to go to another agency and make, more money. It's just, our take-home card deal, as soon as we get that implemented, I think that's going to help us. But if we don't fix the insurance and we don't fix the pay, then we're going to continue to be where we at when I got here. My whole purpose of being here is to keep us, build a structure and get it in place moving forward. Before we're just going to be a stepping stone agency, and that, to me, that pays reasonable. It's still, they go to any other agency around us and make $20 an hour. And then I think you guys know, I know we've talked about insurance, but I would like to sit down with the council or the finance committee and try to figure out something. I know we've grandfathered in and we've got a good plan, but the thing I'm up against is bringing in new officers, young officers with family. Currently, right now, if a guy comes to me for family and has a family, it's going to cost him $1,898.56 a month for family insurance.
That's his part?
Huh?
That's his part?
Yes. Well, yes. His part would be $1,800.
We cover the employee, but not.
Oh.
Yeah. So if they, I think I got the numbers. Yeah. So if you come here, so before that, so without the city helping out, it's $2,779.52 for family insurance, and the city pays the $860. So, retention is our goal, and to get officers here that are young and have families. I know that the other plan is great, but if we could look at maybe upping what percentage we pay, some type of, I don't know what the answer is. I'm just saying that's, I want to make it better here. I'm not going to ever be able to compete with, like the insurance plan I just came off of, I paid $550 a month for family. and it's Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is the same what I show ours to be here, so
So your company picked up the bigger part of the tab, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's like the post office thing.
correct. So I don't know what that, I know it's gonna cost money and it's gonna come out of budget, and I understand that. But at full staff, I have 8, I'd have 8 full-time officers. So you gotta figure 4 or 5 of those don't even have families. So you're talking about maybe 4 to 5 guys that we would have to offer a little something to. I've got the numbers if you like.
We'll set a finance meeting,
Okay.
cause they'll have to,
Well, I would just take just to kind of put it in perspective for everybody. So if, like I have an officer currently, she's making $17 an hour, which ends up being $38,000 a year. By the time she would pay her family insurance, that's $15,217. So, that makes her living on, hardly anything. So basically at the end of her, if she just had an average rent of $900, pays family insurance, she has $4,417 to buy groceries, fuel, clothing, or buy a vehicle, put gas in it.
It's a sad economy.
So, like I said, I don't know what the answer. My answer is I think we have to figure out a way to make it more appealing, or we're just going to be in this boat and have to hope for people that don't have a family to come work here. So
yeah.
I know it's been discussed.
$2 an hour won't pay the insurance.
No.
Right. We'll have a finance committee meeting. Let's try to shoot before the next meeting. We'll do that. Is that
It's
okay?
hard to compete with a lot of this area because downstream has fabulous insurance for families.
Right.
Yeah.
It would make anybody go out there.
Yeah, but that's to me, I can, I make decent money between working 2 jobs, and I can take $2,500 a month for family insurance. So.
Okay, we can talk about that.
And then but I guess, the one thing, I don't know if we need to do this in finance committee meeting or not, but on the salary ranges, is that something we can
Yep.
take care of here,
Yeah.
do that?
And we would do like the whole scale, so we look at every employee to look at that, yeah. Because we try usually when we do that, only have to do it every handful of years, 2-3 years, that way we can set it, and don't have to do it again for a little while.
Last one we did was 2023 at the beginning of the year.
So it's probably.
Chief, what was the corporal's range that you have?
The corporal's range right now currently is $17 an hour to $25 an hour. I would request that to go from 19 to 26.
When we have this meeting, can we have, information from
I get it from
Riverton,
other,
Baxter?
I get it from other ones of the same size as us.
She gets the same size, but then she also, they'll look at Joplin and, Webb and some Pittsburgh, because those are competitors, even though they're much bigger than us, so it's not apples to apples.
Yeah, I just think like my whole, looking at this coming, whether I stay here or not, whatever I do, is looking at it going, okay, so I gotta find a person that wants to work for that money, then plus I don't have an insurance to offer them unless they're coming here as a single person.
Right.
So,
Is there a way to split it up to where the police department can have their own, the rest of the city can stay on the good insurance we have?
Nope.
No.
It's probably the same rate.
Because anything that we go to
Any
that's not
change,
grandfathered
yep.
is just gonna be more expensive for everybody else.
Yeah, it's gonna be very expensive, cause it goes age-based after that.
We could look at some options. There you go. Okay, we'll have a finance meeting, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Fire department.
299 calls so far. Obviously with no rain, we're starting to ramp up our grass fires right now. I think we had 5 over the last 2 days. Just kind of update the brush truck chassis that we ordered. Will probably be on the ground sometime mid-September. So by the time we get it, it's probably gonna be end of September, and then of course we'll do all the work before that. So other than that, we're good.
Public Works.
I just need to buy some topsoil. So 300 tons at $15 a ton, $4,500. I think we bought it last about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's for the cemetery and for just finish work when we need it. I can get it really close locally right now, so.
I've seen something like that. I want a little bit.
We'd like to get a little bit before it's depleted. The company that's contracting with the EPA is buying it there, so they're probably gonna use quite a bit of it. But that's delivered, $15 a ton, that's pretty cheap.
So 45 total, 4,500. topsoil for $4,500.
Make a motion.
We have a motion by Lauren Harding to move forward with the purchase of topsoil for $4,500. Second by Chastity Reynolds. Let's do a roll call vote.
Mr. Oglesby,
Yes.
Ms. Reynolds,
Yes.
Mr. Kier,
Yes.
Mr. Harding,
Yes.
Mr. LaTurner,
Yes.
Ms. Jackson.
Yes.
That's it. City Clerk?
I do not have anything.
Okay. I need somebody to, call an executive session for non-elected personnel. Let's do 20 minutes. That's exactly right, 20 minutes. Keeping in department heads, and we need to keep in Philip Wright. If somebody would like to make that.
A motion, we go into executive session for 20 minutes.
6:40 to 7? Okay. So we have a motion by Jamie Jackson, to go into executive session for non-elected personnel, is that correct? From 6:40 to 7 o'clock, keeping in department heads and Philip Wright, is that good?
Second.
Second by Bob LaTurner, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. If you all